Hey guys, what's up? It's Mr. HD Gamer 101 here, back with another video for you guys. And in this one, we're doing another tech review. Oh yeah, I know you guys wanted it. I look at the polls. Don't give me that. Of course I look at the polls. Even though our website isn't all that popular, I look at the polls. Anyway guys, this one is the UASOO. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Okay, yes, actually I will. The EOSO. I am never going to try and say that again, okay? Just know. But this is the review of that mouse. I'll give you a quick hint. It's freaking awesome. So, let's get right into it. So guys, I'll give you some of the specs of this mouse real quick. It is a 4000 DPI mouse with 5 DPI modes. So you can have 5 different levels of programmable DPI that you can change yourself. It comes with varying ranges from all the way from, I think it starts with 400 all the way up to the 4000 DPI mark. It also has a 1000 Hz pulling rate, and just in case you don't know what a pulling rate is, that is how many times per second the mouse updates its position with the computer. So pretty much the faster the pulling rate, the more times the mouse refreshes. But since your monitor is only refreshing 60 times a second, you're pretty much not going to notice a pulling rate over 500. So since this one has a 1000 Hz pulling rate, really you're not going to see that big of a difference between this mouse and probably the mouse you're using right now. Now let me get right into the pros of this mouse, and there are a lot of them. First off, it is extremely versatile, and what do I mean by this? Well, what I mean is it has a weight cartridge. Yes, a $35 gaming mouse has a weight cartridge. Now, if you don't know what a weight cartridge is, oh my god, I can't talk today. What a weight cartridge is this little thing on the bottom of the mouse that you unscrew, and inside it there's a bunch of weights. Now you can remove and add weights to suit the weight that you would like the mouse to be. So this mouse can be incredibly light or incredibly heavy. I really like that. That makes it extremely versatile, and that feature is something a lot of really cheap gaming mice don't have, or at least don't execute correctly. And this mouse, it is executed perfectly. This one has a set of 8 2.4 gram weights. My personal weight setup that I use, that I find comfortable, is 7 of those weights with the middle one taken out. Now the next few pros I'm going to do in a list. This one is build quality. It is a plastic mouse, but it is an extremely well built plastic mouse. But also it has an aluminum base plate. So on the underside it has a really nice brushed finished aluminum finish to it, and it adds a little bit of weight to the mouse, yes, but it is incredible. My last mouse also had this, but this plate is definitely better and helps it glide around smoother. Now we also have RGB capability. We have 16 million RGB colors to choose from. We have the color wheel. Now I am going to associate a con with this, because just that little falcon looking logo actually changes RGB. The mouse scroll wheel and the DPI levels are still going to be blue. So this may turn a few of you off of it. But for me, personally, my setup is actually blue anyway, if you can't already tell. So the mouse fits perfectly. But I am thinking about changing my rig to more of a red and blue and black theme, so that also helps as well. Now I've already talked about the aluminum base plate. It comes with a 6-foot gold-plated USB cable, so the end of the USB cable has a gold plate. It's gold-plated. Another thing that I like, that I did not like on my last mouse, is on my last mouse, the USB plug was like super freaking big. It was all aggressive and stuff and had some weird angles to it. This one is definitely still bigger than just a normal USB stick, but it's much smaller than the last one, which I really like and applaud. I don't like the huge bulky USB connector thing. Why does that have to be aggressive. It's probably going to be in the back of your case anyway. It doesn't really matter what that looks like. Now, I'm not going to be able to show this to you on camera because I do not have a macro lens yet. But basically, this mouse has a really nicely textured finish to it. And I may get a picture of this for my Amazon review. So I'll make sure to check the link in the description below for the Amazon link. And go check out my review of that to see the finish that this has. But it allows for some nice grip with not being like aggressive, and it's not slippery, but it's got that nice, it's nice. I'll just leave it at that. Now, I have only been using this mouse for 1 week, so I will have an updated review of this mouse after 1 month. But as of a week, the scroll wheel feels awesome. It is incredibly quiet, no squeaking yet, hopefully never. It's really quiet, and it tracks the scrolling wheel. It tracks really well. Scrolls fine. I don't know what else you could ask for, really. Another pro of this mouse is that there are a lot of buttons. There are 14 total buttons. 13 really, I would say, usable, because there's another button on the bottom that they're counting. It turns things on and off. But there's a large number of buttons, and they actually are programmable, unlike my last mouses where they said they were, but really they weren't at all. So that is really good. So if you play a lot of MMOs and things like that, you have a bunch of buttons to program certain actions to. As well as if you're a productivity user who games on the side, you're going to have a lot of buttons to play around with for macros. Now, like I've already said, there are 5 DPI modes. You can switch between these DPI modes using the up and down arrow looking buttons on the left hand side of the DPI. The little LED lights to show you which one it's on. There's 5 DPI modes, all of them being off, 1 of them being on, 2 of them being on, 3 of them being on, and 4 of them being on, so that's a total of 5. Now we'll get into tracking. The tracking of this mouse is beautiful. I have not gamed a bunch with it, and I'll get into why here in a second, but I have gamed a fair bit on it, and there has been a lot. No problems with tracking whatsoever. It's so nice, because sometimes my other mouse would like stutter every now and then, not really noticeable, and normally that would never happen in game, but this mouse, nothing, just smooth. Now I do use it on the lower DPI levels, like I don't use it anything like 4000 DPI extreme or anything like that, but still, having really nice smooth tracking at 2000 DPI, which is personally the DPI that I game at, that and 1600, it's incredible. The tracking that this has, smooth all the way around. Now the last thing I would like to talk about that I find a pro is the software. The software is really easy to navigate and really intuitive, but still has a lot of high-end level settings, such as you can change the polling rate, and of course you have that 16 million RGB color scheme to choose from, as well as you can macro and program all of the buttons. So let's get into the cons then. I don't really have that many cons, but one of them, and the one that I personally find the most annoying, which isn't even all that annoying, is that on the right hand side of the mouse, there's a little slot, little channel for your ring finger to sit in, and that channel, like, it wraps around the mouse, but when I hold on to a mouse, I don't wrap my ring finger around the mouse. I keep it straight. So it only works for a little while until I slip off of it. Now that's not a big deal because the pinky rest is really big, and so normally I'll just rest my ring finger on my pinky like I did my last mouse. So I think that's something with my hand and the way I hold a mouse. If it is for you, don't worry about it, because really I don't have that big of a problem with it, but it is a con, and I think a design that they should have realized, that some people may not wrap their pinky or their ring finger all the way around a mouse to keep it curved. I keep mine, all of my fingers are straight when I'm gaming, except for these guys, my pinky, which is kind of really low, and then my thumb, which also is straight. I don't really curve it at all either. Now, one thing that I find annoying is the 5 buttons on the left hand side of the mouse where your thumb rests. There are 1 kind of in front of your mouse, or not in front of your mouse, in front of your thumb, 3 along the top above your thumb, and then 1 that wraps around to the bottom underneath, sort of right here of your thumb. Now, when I first got the mouse, I actually pressed that button quite often. Now, I think it was like like in a browser go back, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But it was definitely annoying. But after you get used to the mouse, I've been using it for, like I said, a week, and it took me about 3 days to get out of the habit of kind of pressing and really holding onto that mouse with my thumb. I'm getting more used to my pinky and my ring finger picking the mouse up and sliding it back down, so that way I don't press that button. So really, it's not that big of a deal either, but it could be something for you if you keep on pressing it. Now my last con, which I've already talked about, is that only the little Falcon logo on the bottom of, where your palm rests on this mouse, is RGB, or fully RGB. The scroll wheel, which lights up, which is nice, and the DPI level adjustments are all blue. Now they are a really nice bright blue, which really fits with my system, but for your system it may not. But that Falcon logo is RGB, so that's nice. But if you want an entire RGB mouse, unless your system is blue, I'm sorry, because I guess this mouse will not work for you. So guys, let's go into the conclusion of this video. This is a $35 gaming mouse that is incredibly versatile. I really do not have, personally, any big cons for this mouse. But the fact that on a $35 mouse, that it has a weight cartridge that is actually executed correctly, that in of itself should be noteworthy. Now another thing I would like to point out is what this mouse came in. It came, as you guys have already saw, a plastic box with open-celled foam inside it. It was like a Pelican case, not made by Pelican, for this mouse. $35 we're talking here. That is insane. I really applaud this company for doing that. So that is my perspective of this mouse. I love it. It has taken the place of my old mouse for my daily driver. Now I would like to say that this company actually provided me with this mouth. They provided me with this mouth, guys. Yep. No, they provided me with this mouse to review, but they're not paying me, they're not doing anything. I am totally allowed to give my honest opinion, because I would not take up anything for you guys, because I want an honest review, so that way you guys can get an honest review from me, so that you make the right choice when you decide to buy a mouse. If you do want to buy this mouse, which I highly suggest, by the way, the link is in the description down below to pick it up. See you in the next one. Actually, no, Liam, cut that out.
I'm cutting it out. I'm cutting it out, okay?
Liam in post,
just chill out.
Cut it
chill out.
out.
I'm cutting it out, okay? Jeez, I'm cutting it out. Watch, see? Okay? It's gone. It's gone, okay? I cut it out. It's gone. Jesus. Just chill out.
Okay, thank you. Okay guys, so if you were here for the mouse review, I guess you can leave and that would be the end of the video. Don't forget to like, comment, rate, and subscribe and all that stuff. But if you are a regular on my channel, which you all should become, by the way, I'd like to say why I haven't been posting that many videos recently. And that is because, one, I was sick and am still sick. I've been sick for over a week now, so that's awesome, right? Now, also for my school district, we are not out for summer yet. And I have 3 school projects that are absolutely enormous. One was an LA sci-fi story that we had to write, which was actually due today. For you guys watching this, who knows when it was, but for me recording this, it was due today, so that's gone, thank God. But now I also have a Civil War project that is incredibly big that I am working on every single day, writing 4 to 5 pages a day. It's on top of getting pictures, doing all kinds of other stuff with that every single day, as well as a science project and science final on earthquakes and volcanoes and the complex stuff that goes on behind them. So that's why I haven't been posting very much, and I probably won't be posting that much until June 10th, because after June 10th, those projects have all been turned in, and I can relax again. So if there aren't that many videos leading up to June 10th, that will be why. And I am sorry about that, but there's not a lot I can control about school because I want to get good grades. You understand where I'm going with this, just in case this YouTube thing doesn't work out. Just kidding, YouTube probably will never work out for me. But hey, you know what? It's something. I love making videos for you guys. Don't think that I don't, because I absolutely do. So guys, thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to leave a like if you liked it, dislike if you absolutely hate everything about life. Don't forget to subscribe just to make sure you hit up all the videos that I put up and you like them and you comment down below, give me some feedback. How do you think this video was? Do you think you're gonna pick up this mouse? That would be awesome, by the way. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.